Good afternoon. Hi, Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties in Maine. And today I'm excited to bring you to this beautiful one-story home on the Penobscot River. This home sits on one of the nicest lots I've seen on this river anywhere, 4.6 acres with 370 feet of frontage. Hey, before we take a look at this property together today, don't forget, like, share the video, and don't forget, hit that subscription button down below and put on all notifications. Let's go take a look at the land before we go in and take a look at the house. As we come around the south side of the garage here, what we're going to see is this riser. The septic system is actually right here, the field behind us, and the tank is under this. So in order for not to ever have to dig this up, they put a 3-foot riser in here. It's actually probably a 30-inch riser, top of the septic tank. And now we open up to this beautiful yard, this backyard behind the home, going towards the river. This 4.6 acres has some beautiful river frontage we'll check out next, but one of the things that I really like about this is it's cleared field and lawn all the way to the edge of the river. So we have an unobstructed view from the back deck of the house, from the kitchen, the living space, even the bathroom's got a view of the river. There's about 1.3 acres, if I remember right, that's cleared field. The balance on the edges, on the sides of the properties, is pretty heavy wooded. So you get a lot of privacy here between neighbors. Let's go down to the river and check that out next. We're about a third of the way down the river, and I wanted to stop here before we got to the river and kind of point this out because it may not be real obvious on the video. The house sits up here near the road, and it's kind of leveled to about where I'm standing. Now it's going to drop down to another level, and then again to a third drop. It's kind of a terraced lot going back to the river. If you're worried about floodplain, I don't think there's anything to worry here about, folks. Some real heavy flood water might hit the lowest field down there next to the river, but up here has never flooded to anybody's knowledge that I've talked to. And I've actually sold this house once before. You may have seen it on a video a few years ago, and it looks completely different today. The house has been totally renovated. We're gonna go through that a little bit later, but let's keep on going down, take a look at the riverfront. Down here by the river now, and the owner has actually got a nice little trail that goes down the shore. I'm gonna walk you down there. This lower section, you know, a lot of things come to mind when I look at this property. I've loved this property for a long time. What a great spot to park some campers down here, maybe one or two, maybe rent them out on like a Airbnb camper lot rental or something, right on the river overlooking this view. But let's walk down here to the bank. And on the way down here, you're gonna see off in the river these piles of rocks, and they obviously don't look, well, they don't look natural to me. Maybe they do to you in the video, I don't know, but they're not. These are man-made. We have 370 feet along the shore of the river here, and the river is actually kind of low right at the moment. What you're seeing behind me is a couple of ducks swimming along the shore up there. What you see here are these old rock piers, and what these were used for was to hook boom chains to and run logs down the river back in the river drivers' days. So you would have seen, back in the 1940s and 50s, this river was probably right full of wood floating from the northern woods all the way down to the city of Bangor. That's all gone down. That whole business dried up in the 1970s. I think it was the last log drive. It wasn't on this river. I think it was on the Kennebec. This river is just absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you a little bit more about it here, but the history, of course, logging, then paper mills, and those are all pretty well gone. The logging still exists, but they don't run the rivers with the logs anymore. Paper mills are all closed down. This river has gotten a lot cleaner over the last 50 years than it was when I was a kid, and today there's a lot of exciting things going on. Let me tell you a little bit about the river. All right, folks, let me tell you a little bit about the Penobscot River. This river is near and dear to me. I actually live on this river about 5 miles south of this property. Maine's largest river that's wholly within our state. It's the second largest river system in New England. Hundreds of miles of river here in the different branches of the Penobscot River. It drains over 7,700 square miles. Huge, huge water system. This is the main stem. Above us, the town of Medway, about 10 miles from here, is where the East Branch and the West Branch come together. And once you get above Medway on the East Branch and Millinocket on the West Branch, now you're into the wild sections of river that are fast flowing. There are some power control dams up there, whitewater rafting, and it's home to wild brook trout and landlocked salmon. Down here on the main stem, from Medway down to the ocean. We've got some much smoother water. We got a couple of dams to contend with, but however, we've got miles of boatable water here. This area is well known for its quality smallmouth bass fishing and bald eagles. And when you're paddling on this river or standing down here in the shore, eagle sightings, whether they're nesting here along the river in the spring or fishing every day, you're going to see eagles every day you're on the river. At least I do. So that's the short story of the Penobscot River. You should come up here and check it out. And hey, if you ever been on the Penobscot River, you have, please share that with us in the comments. Tell us what section you were on and what you did while you were here. Okay, we're up here in the backyard right behind the house now. I just want to point out some of the perennials here. We've got some blackberries that have been cultivated right here. And this trellis that's up here is grapevine, and they just picked them and they're making some grape jam out of them. I think they're Concord grapes. You can see them here. These are right full of seeds, so they're better for probably wine making and jelly production. And then as we come through here, we're in the backyard behind the house. Got a stone fire pit out here. Some perennial plants. You're going to notice that the house isn't completely finished on the exterior, and there's a few finish trim pieces to be done inside. Cellar is doing all of that. So we're getting a jump on this. We got some nice weather. We don't have a lot of homes for sale right now, so we're putting this one on the market probably a little early, but beautiful time of year if you want to come up and see it. The siding will be done. Handrails on this deck. So out here, this is the end of your yard coming around the front of the house. We're going to go in and take a look inside next. So, but before we do, let's check out this deck. This is a composite deck system, 2 levels. So if you don't like maintenance, painting, staining, sanding, and all that business that goes along with decks, we've got an upper level here by the house, 3 steps down to the low level here. And if you wanted to expand this, there's plenty of room in this backyard to do so. So we're going to run around, go in the front of the house now and show you the inside. So as I said, there's a lot of new work that's being done. You're going to see the trim here on the exterior. All the soffit is new on this side. The back side is going to be done as well. And every place where you see siding missing, there will be new vinyl siding going up there. 2 brand new garage door openers out here. Inside, and we'll cover it again, but there's new doors and windows all the way around in the last 2 years. All new hardwood flooring, new kitchen, new bathroom, bedroom renovation, some new closets built, new heating systems installed. Pretty much this house has been completely remodeled. So let's go on in and check it out. As we enter the house from the front yard, the roadside and the garage, we come into a big open space. This house is about 832 square feet. It's a small home, very efficient. Like I said, all redone. You see big windows here in the front, kind of looking off to the southeast, or the south, actually probably south. And as we come over here, you're going to notice a new kitchen with a center island. There's a little bit of work left here, some trim work around this to be done, a little countertop here to be put down. All that's being done here shortly. We do have a new refrigerator with a double door, a 5-burner gas range, double sink over here. Great place to do the dishes and watch the river and the eagles down back as you're doing that. Then we come across here, we got a sliding glass door right there that goes out to that composite deck we looked at. Just got a little breakfast nook set up here. You don't need to have this. If you want a bigger table, you can put one in. And then we've got these kind of the barn sliding doors, which are real nice with some opaque glass here. And all that room out there and the bedrooms, all hardwood flooring is new. And we've got tile on the floor here in this bathroom. And this room, again, totally redone in the last year. We've got 2 sinks, 2 mirrors, a big tub, a corner shower and a flush, and a great view of the river while you're sitting in the bathtub. So check this room out. Before we leave the bathroom, I also want to point out there is a Bluetooth speaker up in the fan and the light here on the ceiling. So if you want to play your favorite tune while you're soaking in the tub, perfect for that. And as we come around this way, we've got another barn door here, same type of glass, same door basically. And we enter the bedroom. And this is the only bedroom in the house. So if you're looking for a 3 or 4 bedroom, folks, keep moving. But this is a really nicely sized room. I guess you could make it 2 rooms if you wanted to. Plenty of room for king size bed, plenty of furniture in here. We had a closet. And then as you can see, we come right back around this way and the other door back out into the kitchen living space. If you notice this barren chimney here, don't worry folks, she's got some beautiful tile that's going to be installed on this to dress this up, make this look nice. So the trim work you see unfinished in here and this, that's all going to be done before closing. We'll go down the basement next and check that out. All right, we come down the cellar stairs into the full concrete basement, and there's a washer and dryer hookup, and if you wonder what the noise is, one of these new efficient Maytags running at about 3,000 RPM. It's currently running a washer and dryer hookup here. Our well pressure tank off to my left. The drilled well is right outside this window here, off this basement window on the north side of the house. We do have an unvented gas heater down here that gets almost no use. It's virtually brand new. You will notice a Rinnai direct vent, or no vent, LP gas heater here for water heating. That is not hooked up, and it can't be. It's the wrong style that was put in here by somebody that didn't know what they were doing. The current owner will sell this to you, even if you don't want to buy the house. If you would like to buy this heater and you're seeing this video, give me a call. I'll hook you up with the owner and they can tell you what they want for that. I'm not sure. We do have a wood stove hookup here in the basement, and this heats the entire home. 3.5 cord roughly last winter to heat this entire house, and almost no gas heat at all. About 100 gallons of gas is what she reported to me is last year's use, and that included running the cook stove upstairs. Over here, this is a door that goes out to the breezeway in between the garage and the home. So there is an exterior entrance into the basement. As we come around this way, this is the water heater, and this is a high efficiency heat pump water heater here in the center of the basement, and that obviously runs off electric. And then in this corner behind the wood pile, we've got a 200 amp circuit breaker panel. This home at one point had electric heat in it. It no longer does, but there's still the 200 amp panel. So that kind of wraps up the basement. We'll go out and check out the breezeway in the garage, and then we'll wrap up the video for you guys, tell you about the price and all the other terms. This is a covered breezeway in between the home on my left and the garage on the right. There is a lot of construction still going on here, folks, so forgive some of the materials and the debris and the stuff piled up, but this could be finished off in here a little different if you wanted to. Closed right in, make it maybe year-round use. The paved driveway comes all the way into here, and it goes all the way to the back of this building. So we're going to check in the garage here. Like I said, we've got 2 overhead doors that are brand new. This one's power. They do have the power unit for the other door, but it's not hooked up right now. Plenty of room to park a couple of vehicles in here, store some more gear if you want instead. It's garage, it's unheated. It does have its own service panel here at the door. Like I said, the garage door opener. So let's go wrap this up for you. Let me tell you a little bit about the location here at 348 Route 2 in the town of Winn. This property is in a rural town. Just 400 residents live here in Winn. But we're pretty close to most of the conveniences of life. If you have kids that need to go to school, we've got an elementary school about 7 miles away, and the high school and junior high are about 13 miles. The town of Lincoln, for all your services, that's located about 8 miles south of us here on Route 2, and at 9 miles to the local hospital, also in Lincoln. Lincoln's got a lot of shopping there, a couple of grocery stores, health clinics, eye doctors, dentists, everything you could want and you need in your life. Bangor is about 55 miles, and that is just under an hour's drive. Most of it's over I-95. International Airport. If you've watched our videos, you know all about Bangor. It's northern Maine's largest city. Between here and Bangor, we got the University of Maine at Orono, and that's the largest campus of the university system in Maine. That's about 48 miles from this location, and about a 45-minute drive. Catch a Division I athletic game there, football, hockey, basketball. Pretty cool campus, real easy to get to from here. Boston is about a 4-hour and 30-minute ride. So if you're coming from the city because you're looking for a waterfront property up here, folks, that you can buy for less than $300,000, this is the one. Give me a call. Hey, if you like the outdoors, this property's location, you've hit the jackpot here. We're, like I said, 8 miles from Lincoln. Lincoln's got 13 lakes with boat landings, all different size lakes, different fisheries. You can power boat, you can paddle, you can do a little bit of everything because you're right here on the river and you can keep a dock down here. There's an eagle crying behind me. Perfect timing. Lakeville and the lakes there, the northern end of the Grand Lake chain of lakes. That's less than a 40-minute drive from this location. Great place to explore. Baxter State Park, less than an hour's drive from here. That's where Mount Katahdin, Maine's biggest mountain, is, the end of the Appalachian Trail. All of these day trips, the coast of Maine, that's less than 2 hours from here to the northern coast in Washington County. You can go down, check out Cutler Bowl Close trails, all kinds of things to do here in the outdoors. If you hate the outdoors, well, you still have the university close by, city of Bangor. You can go into Lincoln and catch yourself a meal and go to a community dinner or some other social gathering. Thanks again for watching, folks. And if you, again, please hit that subscribe button down below. Become a regular viewer. Hopefully you'll find your next property here. The price on this property is $299,900. The taxes for 2024 are $2,057. We've got 4.6 acres, an 832 square foot home, all on one floor. We have 372 feet on the Penobscot River, and we're close to a whole bunch of things to do. Give me a call, 207-290-0372. Be happy to bring you over here today and give you a tour of this beautiful home.